Yeah, so Britney Spears, I feel really bad for her, but I hope things go better for her, to be honest, in the near future.
Definitely. Definitely. I just say, everybody who prays, please pray for this girl. Her life has been hell. And for all that she's done for the people around her to do the things that they're doing to her, despicable.
It makes no sense. No sense at all.
No, it does make sense. It makes dollars and cents. That's what they're in it for. They will
Yeah.
sacrifice her life for her dollars and her cents. How she's selling out tours and she can't even get no money from it. She got to ask her daddy's permission. I wish a motherfucker would.
If your kids were in that position, would you make them the main breadwinner of the house?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But what I mean is recently.
I thought about putting my kid like for modeling and stuff like that. But would I use that if it took off and just, use them to make money and stuff? No.
I would set up an account. I would set up 2 accounts, one for them living now and one to save for the future. For them, I want whatever they do to benefit them. And the minute they say they don't want to do this anymore, game over. I don't care about your contracts. It's done. We done.
Exactly.
That's it. I'm not going to force my kid to support my family. At the end of the day, I fucked for you. You didn't fuck for me. Therefore, I have to take care of you. If for whatever reason you have some talent that you are sharing with the world that you're getting paid for as a child, that is awesome. But understand that when you're old enough, you will reap the rewards of your money. Britney Spears sold out, I think, like 3 tours over the past 5 years.
Yeah,
this is the past 5 years.
Rape, and you know your child is going through molestation and rape, and you don't do anything because they're making money. I'd pull my kid out there like that. Be like, no, you're not doing this anymore. That was terrible.
Here's the thing. Let me watch what I say. But should my child be involved in something, Disney, Nickelodeon, whatever, and it comes out, or there's even a rumor that another child, let alone my child, because that's a different murder charge, but that a child has been violated in any way, I'm not going to wait for it to be my child. I'm pulling your ass right then.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, the whole world is not lying. The whole world is not lying. Okay, I could see if one person said something. There might be some doubt. I could see if maybe 2 people said something.
6 people.
But exactly. But when we get to 5, 6, 10, 57 people, you did it. Okay? And maybe not to all of those people, but to enough. Because there's some people who jump on a bandwagon and lie and say some shit happened to them that didn't happen just to be a part of the movement because there's going to be money involved somewhere along the line. That's what I think happened to Bill Cosby, but that's a different story.
That made that documentary called Neverland, talking about Michael Jackson did this to them. Michael Jackson did that. Yeah, no, it didn't happen. Y'all made that shit up.
You know what? We're going to have a whole podcast about the whole Michael Jackson thing because I got some shit to say about that. But I'm going to tell you this. Michael Jackson never got to grow past the age of fucking 5 because that's when he became the breadwinner for his entire fucking family. Everything rested on his shoulders. That man lived to be like, what, 60?
No.
He had a 50.
50.
He had he had like a 55, 45 years at least working, 45 years of his life working. That man wasn't worried about no lady parts, no man parts, and no children parts. He didn't give a fuck. He wanted to climb trees and play with monkeys and pandas and shit.
And cut off parts of his nose.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? The reason he did all that surgery, you can kind of understand it. He looked just like his tormentor. Every time he looked in the mirror, he saw Joe Jackson. I'd want to change every fucking thing about me too. I wouldn't, look like the Crypt Keeper, but
dang, shit got dark
whatever.
real quick.
It's true though. It's the truth.
We should have let Hollywood burn in the fires. Had an opportunity and missed it. Oh yeah, there was an earthquake here, by the way.
Huh?
We had a tornado.
I'm getting yelled at by everyone right now.
Why?
because everybody felt the earthquake and I didn't.
Oh.
There was an earthquake. I was like, there was an earthquake?
Apparently a tornado passed through my neighborhood. I totally missed it. I only realized it when my lights went out.
Yeah, it's all funny games. How you're sleeping in bed and you wake up and your house is upside down. What tarnation happened here?
You remember back in like 2015?
First of all, I don't say tarnation.
Oh, okay. What in the
Where did
biscuit?
that accent come from, Damian?
I don't even
I don't
know
know.
what in tarnation. Who says that shit?
Well, you guys
I
are from
be
the
like,
east. Everything sounds
what?
the same to me from the east.
That's Western, buddy. Tarnation, that's y'all people. Go a little south. Go to Texas. They say tarnation.
What
I
did
don't
you
know.
say?
I'm in California. Everything is east for me.
All right, pinhead
For real,
Larry.
right?
You call it pinhead.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Pinhead. Who you calling
I'm
Pinhead?
Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
God.
Who's from the East Coast? Who's from the East Coast again? Yes, you want water?
I
Want some
am.
coffee?
Coffee.
You say coffee.
Excuse me. It's coffee and
It's
talk
coffee.
and walk. Yeah,
It's
that's
water.
how we talk. And that's
Is it
not,
water
it's
or water?
definitely
It's
water.
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 Water. And it's
Water.
coffee.
Water.
Water. I would like some caffeine in my
Garbage.
water.
And it's garbage.
Or
And it's a
baguette.
shovel.
Yes, garbage.
So
And it's a
basically,
shovel. It's
that
not
chick
a
from my
dog.
cousin Vinny was accurate.
It's not a dustpan. It's a shovel that you use to pick up your trash. It is a shovel.
Okay.
And
It's-
the
it's like
toilet.
say-
It's you. I say dustpan.
It's a
That's
kick.
how
It's,
I
Hold
feel.
on. Here's a question though.
And then
Here's a question.
there's
For
the
you guys,
toilet.
Lori,
The
guys.
toilet. Yeah, the toilet.
is
The
it
toilet.
pop or soda?
It's soda.
Soda.
it was pop when I was like
Soda.
up until like 8, and then it was
It was
soda.
never. It was
pop
never
a
pop.
long time ago.
Is it my?
It was
remember.
never pop for me.
It was,
Never
was,
pop.
Fucking living in bumfuck nowhere because
Was it the
behind
car?
all this shit.
Was it the car keys or my car keys?
Definitely the
Car
car keys.
Car keys.
Car keys. Car keys.
So that
Yep.
chick from my cousin Vinny is accurate, right?
Listen, Marissa told me to hit that shit on the head. She absolutely did it. Yep.
I fucking loved her. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
It was great.
Yep.
I freaking
So
love that
let's-
movie. I could watch it over and over again.
Let's talk about these Fast and Furious
Oh,
men.
hell yeah, let's do this.
Has anyone been seeing this shit that's been going on Facebook?
I got my notes on this.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen any. But
Dude.
Isaiah said it's garbage. He went to see the movie and he was like, the only reason he stayed is because he's cheap and didn't want to waste his money. But it was so like
Yeah.
garbage.
Just
He
by
did not want to watch it.
just by the memes, I can already tell what the ending was. They gave a fat speech about family.
The
I mean,
Oh
memes
my god.
make you laugh. So there was this
Oh
one.
wait, is that what Van was posting? Those that's what that was.
Yeah,
The
there was this. There
family?
was. Yeah, there was this.
Oh my
one
God.
meme where Anakin is in space and he's like killing robots and stuff like that, and he looks to the side and he sees Dom and he's like, Dom, what are you doing here? It's space. And he goes, anything's possible with family.
You know what's-
No, my
I
favorite.
saw that. That was hilarious.
Okay. How many of you guys seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you remember that first episode where it was what's his name, Jamie and Cersei banging,
Yes.
and then he goes
nasty.
to Dom, then he goes, "You don't do that to family," and just blasts him with the shotgun.
Right.
All right, so this is how
Wow.
they play. All right, you're gonna go into the vault. You're gonna get the money. I'm gonna jump in the 10-story building with my car, land in the next building. I'm gonna scoop you up, and we're gonna drive down the building. And if it looks like I'm gonna not make it, you're gonna dive out and catch me with your hands with my car, and we Gucci.
Okay, I would just like to say for the record, part of that already happened in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
It was
But-
seven.
It
Seven.
was 7.
I think it was 7
when
when they're in Dubai. Yes,
Yeah.
and he definitely did jump from one building to another with the car.
When they had that I don't know what model car, but it was like at the very top of the building.
Yes.
Just so you know, that car was fake and made up. Doesn't even exist in real life.
Well,
Some
because
bullshit.
So you're telling me it wasn't a Rolls Royce?
No, I think it was a Honda Civic. Oh, okay.
A Honda
Subject of
Civic?
fast- Hold on.
Y'all know anything
So,
is possible
You
with
guys want to hear
family.
something crazy? So,
Oh,
you
I'm-
remember the
I'm
very
afraid
first
with
Fast
you.
and the Furious movie?
Wait, what? Wait, I didn't catch
The
the
very
question.
Do you remember
Yes,
the
the
very
very
first
first
Fast
one.
and the Furious movie?
Oh, like when
Remember
they
that car
shoot
that Paul
racers?
Walker drove in the final race?
Yes. Yeah.
So that actual car was sold recently. Now,
To
do
who?
me a favor and guess the price of how much it was sold for.
Probably a
$5 grand.
lot.
Guess.
Over 100 million.
I was about to say almost the same thing.
Nope.
100K.
High or low?
Low.
Five
Low?
grand,
Fif-
like
fif-
50 grand.
15,000.
Nope. 500,000.
I said 5 grand.
No,
No, he said
500,000.
No.
500,000.
Said 500
500
grand.
grand.
Yeah.
There's a difference. We gotta do
Oh.
some.
What?
Wait, what is that? To the fifth power?
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I was like, are you fucking serious? I would have been hit the tens of millions with that car. Not
Yeah,
No.
but
500,000.
these memes are getting out of control.
I love
Oh,
It's
yeah,
it.
to
that
the,
too.
it's
My
to the
favorite though,
point.
it's that shows the first Fast and the Furious where it's like the Dom and Paul racing. Then
Yeah.
it goes to the next one where it shows them in space for this newest one.
Oh,
And then
done.
it goes to Fast and the Furious 19. It shows like a Star Wars Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, but it's
I
getting to
see-
the point. It's getting to the point where every time I scroll down, I see Dom and he says, "It's about family.
It's always
F
about
is for
family.
family.
It's always about
Family got you.
It's like, how am I gonna?
Corona.
this.
How am I
Don't
gonna
I got
forget
catch?
Corona.
How am I supposed to catch your car? Cause family.
Because of family."
Nah, my favorite is like a picture of Dom rescuing Mufasa from Lion King.
Oh, I see that one.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he goes, he rescues him and he goes, "Family." I'm like, yo,
That's terrible. Oh
that
my
is so
God.
stupid.
I like mine.
Oh,
My
did
other-
you see the one?
My other
Did
favorite.
you see
you
the one
remember,
with SpongeBob, where SpongeBob's like, F is for friends, and you see Dom burn his house down, and he goes, "F is for family."
I used
No,
to
I
live
think
my
my
life
personal-
at a quarter mile at a time.
Oh my
Most
god.
people
I
not
remember
talking
I think my favorite one.
I feel like Vin Diesel is so over the Fast and Furious. He just has to live out his
No.
contracts.
I don't think he's over it. I think, like Tyrese he made like this really heartfelt post where he's just like, without Paul Walker, it's just not the same. I guess, a lot of the people in the franchise are just like, it's not the same. But they were obligated, they were contracted to make this movie. So they had to.
And I think they have
But,
another one too as well after.
Yeah, Fast 10. This time
I'm
it's gonna
done.
be fucking The Rock coming back, and you're gonna find out that it's actually Dom's cousin, and he's gonna give him a family speech as well.
Like, why did John
When
Cena
they
have to be in
said
a movie?
okay, first of all, when they showed the guy who was Dom's brother,
John
I'm like,
Cena.
first of all, they don't even look alike.
You couldn't find another bald fuck?
And that's what I'm fucking saying. They can't even look alike. And I was just like,
I mean, they could have
yo,
thrown
Hold on,
Stone
hold
Cold
on,
Steve
hold on,
Austin, and it
hold
would have
on,
been seemed
hold
more
on.
legit.
Hold on. So in a world where white people play Hispanics, Hispanics play Indians, and Indians play Black people, you think they were gonna look like that even mattered? Maybe Dom's mom was.
man,
I was
Maybe
kind of
Dom's
hoping they'll at
mom
least be
got
bald,
around.
like the battle of bald people.
Maybe
Like
Dom's
fucking
mom
Mr.
got
Clean
around.
versus Vin Diesel type of shit.
maybe.
Look,
But
maybe Dom's
when I was
mom
looking at
got
this-
around, and she had a
Well, when
couple
I
of
was
baby
looking at the
daddies and
trailer,
shit.
I was like, this movie looks like they were like, they just threw everything in it. Just like it was a pot of.
Well, at this point, they
It was
have
supposed to be a
to.
pot of spaghetti, and then they started throwing Cholula in it and
little bit of
Louisiana hot sauce,
But at
some
this point,
sausages.
with the the Fast and the Furious series, there's not too many more scenarios you could come up with that are gonna attract an audience anymore.
Space Force.
Yeah.
Like
I can
It
think
was
of
cool
one.
the first time
Bring in-
around.
look, I don't.
It was
Bring
cool
in
the
Stone Cold
second
Steve
time
Austin
Okay,
and
but-
have him
around.
be Vin Diesel's father.
What?
It was all right for the
Oh
third
my
time
Family?
God, Darth
around.
What?
Vader.
Then
Poor
after
family.
that,
I used to live my life at a quarter of the time. What?
You know what's so crazy though? Like, there are other Fast and the Furious movies that are not a part of the Fast and Furious franchise. Like, you
Like
can
Hobbs and
YouTube
Shaw?
it and it'll tell you. And then there's there's a movie
Tokyo Drift.
solely talking about It's about when Dom and Letty got married. Remember that was never shown. That was there's a whole. There's a lot of in between movies that people know about.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid as fuck, but you know.
Well,
how
the
how
franchise itself.
Try to kill us. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Well, the franchise itself is
dead.
Just
there.
Yeah, it's time to let it go. Everybody should retire. They should have one last family gathering. Call it the family retirement.
Fast and the Furious family.
Family.
Oh my God!
Family
You know what though?
space.
Like if they did Fast and the Furious and did like the old like the old school family cookouts, the family reunion style cookouts. Oh shit!
With the holographic Paul Walker.
where your three drunk uncles and your two slutty aunts come through.
You're gonna have like a holographic Paul Walker, just looking over cuts from his previous movies.
No, they gonna do like we really do. You got talk about them. Somebody got some home movies. You break out the projector and shit.
Yeah, you CGI Paul Walker there, and it's not
And
even
then
be
at some
like
point, everybody has
Walker,
a breakdown about it.
It's gonna be like a cut up of his dialogue from other movies,
Oh my God. Listen, he did some good movies. Running Scared was really good.
Who, Paul Walker?
Yeah.
I think 72 Hours is my favorite one.
He did some good movies before he passed.
Yeah.
Have you seen 72 Hours?
No, I think
I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
That one will fucking hit you in the feels, especially if you're a parent. That will fucking make you cry. Fucking made me cry.
Wasn't he in Triple X?
Okay, wait. What is it about?
So basically, it's like a father. Let me start over. It takes place after Hurricane Katrina, right? And Paul Walker plays as the father his baby was barely born, but his wife died during the birthing process. But the problem was that whole entire area was evacuated because of the hurricane. So it's just him alone. And his baby had what's it called? I think it was like a pre-birth or something like that, where you got to put it in the incubator for a certain amount of time before it can be taken out. So he's pretty much stuck there with that baby in the incubator. But the problem is that there's no power, so he has to like constantly maintain power, and otherwise the baby will die in the incubator. So he's going through all this trouble of
that's horrible.
Like stay awake, trying to call for help, see if you can get the baby evacuated, but at the same time it's it's Hurricane Katrina. Everything went to shit.
Yeah, wow.
So it's pretty much anything like 72 hours of just trying to keep that baby alive.
Wow.
Oh, man, it's a fucking heart-wrenching.
Wow.
Breaking him down, injecting himself with adrenaline, everything it takes to stay awake.
For our last topic, we're going to talk about money versus values.
Money over values. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Davis,
you want to talk about bros over hoes type of thing?
Well, Davis wants to talk about this, so I'm going to let him take it away.
All right, yeah, I need to understand.
Bros or hoes. Let me go first, Davis.
Well, I don't know. I found this YouTube video that just like, it's something I watch like on a daily basis, but occasionally, they'll talk about, like serious subject and stuff like that. And I never thought of it because like, in a way of what I'm going through right now, it's kind of like reminds me of that a little bit, because when I first went back to my job, my goal, like I had this kind of selfish goal in my mind, was to start making money, like some money, as opposed to just working like a 9-to-5 job, making, minimum wage and just barely paying my bills to make ends meet, But I don't know how to explain it. I had it in my head, but now I'm like kind of blanking out. But it's like, let's say you're with somebody, somebody that, you've been with for X amount of time, and, it's good, it's obviously for be in like a long-term relationship, like beyond being boyfriend and girlfriend, getting married, starting a family, all that stuff. Obviously you want to be able to provide for them. but then like sometimes some other, like something just happens where maybe somebody sees that certain perspective view of kind of being like financially reliable, but for the wrong reasons.
There's a wrong reason to be financially reliable.
Yeah, because then you'd be just like, let's say you're just with somebody to be with somebody because he has a good job and he's, you know, he makes
Oh,
good
if you're
money.
being a hoe, okay.
Yeah. And I'm not, now that part I'm not necessarily saying as directly, but that was just something I was thinking about, where it's like,
Mhm.
it started off, the story could start off as something that's, you know, it starts off as, you know, innocent, sweet and everything. And then over time, you know, you see yourself, yes, you're making good money, but also at the same time, this person's only staying with you because you're making good money. So it's not necessarily wrong to then, you know, all of a sudden like a spark die and then you're just with somebody just to be with somebody.
No,
Let's
that's
say-
absolutely wrong.
Yeah, it kind
That's
of reminds me of
absolutely
that
wrong.
one
I'd
song,
stab you.
Gallery.
Yeah,
I'd
so
punch the
if
shit
you're
out of
with
somebody.
somebody
They do that
just,
shit to me.
if you're with somebody just for the money,
You're a hoe.
then you're in the wrong relationship.
I can
And
add to that. So
that's when
I
money.
consider myself like wealthy because like people get so wrapped up in like having money these days, especially, but like I consider myself wealthy. I have, you know, like my parents and my brother, they support me, and I have friends and, you know, other people in my family. I have a boyfriend who loves me. Like I don't like money is nice to have, but like
But you
I
have
don't
the
make
meaningful
that
things in
much.
life.
He doesn't make that much. I know that I'm in the right relationship. And like when my parents got married, my dad's like, all we need is $5 to get by. Like it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about your relationship. And like wealth shouldn't be based on the amount of cash that you have. It should be based on
Not saying
your life
money.
values.
Not saying money isn't something good to have because we need money to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah.
But it
shouldn't
shouldn't be. It
mean
shouldn't be your
everything
reason.
in life.
yeah, it shouldn't be your main goal to want to
No,
live.
no, no. You can't say that.
Not,
You
as,
can't say that
not
because
entirely.
think about it like this. You can't say it shouldn't be your main goal because anything worth having costs money. How do you get money?
That's true.
You bust your ass at whatever you're looking for, and you got to
Listen,
be.
let me say something. You could meet the love of your life. Y'all get married and have the best love affair ever. But if your house burned down with everything in it and you own nothing, you had no savings, you and the love of your life are going to be homeless. Love is not going to put a roof over your head, food on in your stomachs, or clothes on your back. Love is a fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
But money is more important because guess what? How many of us are walking up to homeless people talk about, I love you. We ain't even trying to know their names. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Money is important,
Money is
but
a
it
very
shouldn't be.
integral part.
It shouldn't be everything.
And
Because
it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it is a huge part of everything.
Yeah,
It is. Because
is.
how many of us have ever walked up to a homeless person like, you are so attractive. If you had a haircut, took a shower, got some good clothes. Like none of us ever said that. We don't pay them that type of attention. So how are they supposed to find loves of their lives without making money first to be able to look presentable to anybody who is not on that level? You see what I'm saying? It's a huge tug of war. And at times in life, they're going to outweigh each other. There's going to be things you can sacrifice for love. There's going to be things you can sacrifice for money. But it's always going to go back and forth about how important those things are.
Yeah. So it should be viewed like this. So instead of, money is great enough, but it shouldn't be viewed as an obsession, but it's more like a utility, kind of like a tool.
Right. Yeah, you need it.
You need it to get something done. And that's how it should be viewed. Instead of trying to be obsessing over it, you should view it as a tool. So it's like, okay,
you need to
if I
find a
want to do
balance
this,
between like your life and money but you need money to, move on with life because look at this day and age. But
exactly.
I'm just saying there should be like some sort of balance. You can't be a workaholic and have a family too, because then you become psycho.
Well, see, here's the thing. But here's the thing. How many people do that voluntarily? They don't.
I've done it before.
On purpose? You just didn't want to be around your wife?
Not as I didn't want to be around my wife. I'm saying for the fact that there are certain points that I've hit in the past where it's like,
is that I want to know, is that a bad thing? You know, just wanting to be away from your wife for like a few hours out of the day?
No, it's not.
it's not a
There's
bad
nothing
thing.
wrong with that.
Actually very healthy.
I
You
think
need it.
that's another reason why I decided to even go back to my old job was because, you know, it's like working with, you know, your significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, husband, whatever you want to call it. It sounds good in theory at first, but then there's a point, I think, if you're around them too much,
Yes.
where
It
it's
feels
like
more
you
like
need
an
that.
obligation instead of a luxury.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but here's the thing. If I wake up, have breakfast, you're there. Go to work, you're there. Have lunch, you're there. Come home, cook dinner, you're there.
Mhm.
You're there. You're always there. I don't get a chance to miss you. So more than the things that I love about you, I'm going to think about the things you did to piss me off today or yesterday or the day before. Why? Because you're always there. I don't have a moment where you're not around to say, oh, damn, I wish he was here. Like, he would have found this really funny. Or just to have a moment of where you're just thinking about, oh, I remember we had, you know, this when we went to this place on our 4th date. You know, you don't have that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, like
Well-
what if actually before I think you're about to end it. Before that, what if you're in a situation and Michaela, by the way, just for the record, this is not anything directly related to my wife. I just want to say that, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble.
David did not kill himself. I'm gonna put that out there right now.
Oh.
That's because he knows he's talking about my family. But go ahead.
what I mean,
look, Michaela sat up for this. Oh,
Once
God.
again, as a disclaimer, David did not kill himself. I repeat, Davis did not kill himself.
there's still time. No, I'm just kidding. Dark humor. Anyway, but let's say this actually is related to somebody that I do know, who actually just got out of a bad relationship involved. That's another thing that kind of like made me think of this subject, and that just kind of added on with what I watched. But let's say, let's an example, boy or girl meets. You know, they've been together, they've been kind of on and off for years, but then, you know, they decided to be together because, you know, they love each other and everything. You know, they wouldn't trade each other for the other person or anything else. But let's say something just snaps and they are indifferent with, you know, getting married at that point. Like, let's say you just have one bad day, you're just having like a shitty day, and ironically, the person, 10 minutes, okay. Let's say the person that, you know, hits that, you know, like you have a breaking point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like they say one wrong thing, they're fighting, and then you know, he or she is making good money. But you see like there's not any sort of, you know, value. I'm like, let's say this person's like, oh well, I have, you know, this person's also looking you know, at other people because they're not like, you know, officially married yet.
Podcasting.
But let's say this person look, you know, like you find the person, or you whatever you want to call it, and you know you recognize that they, in a way, I guess you feel undervalued because you can see why she would look at somebody like this, he or she would look at somebody like this, and this person's like you know, has a, you know, barely makes any money, little next to nothing, runs a quote unquote side business, drives a you know, 1999 Honda Civic that's with no tags or no insurance.
Oh,
but,
man. Damn.
But like this person literally like is, you know, to the other person is the hottest person they've seen in a minute, yada yada yada. So like, how would you view that in either perspective? Like, you think you don't love this person anymore, even though you've done the right things, you've done, you know, you plan on not having a future, but then there's this hot guy that's like, sounds like the flavor of the month, hot guy, hot girl. But then like you find out who this person really is because you want to move on to that, you know, that next step, and you think it's going to be, you know, like a a spark that just ignites again because it's somebody different. It's somebody who they see as an attractive person, you know, like kind of like all over again. But then you find out
so basically, I mean, it's like a kind of like a grass is greener on the other side type of thing.
But then you
like
find
I
out,
know you find out it's not.
yeah.
So basically, grass is green on the other side, but then you find out that the grass is fake.
The grass is green on the side never works for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, and I've always said this. If you stop looking over into your neighbor's yard to see how green their grass is and water your own and get yours like just as green, if not greener, life would be a lot better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop minding other people's business.
Because
and tend to your own.
The grass is never greener on the other side. It never
Yeah, because
is.
you listen, here's the thing, you see it from a different angle than the sun.
What?
You know,
I always say if people look into my yard, that's their own problem.
You know what?
Right.
It's not my fault if someone peeks into my yard and then sees me naked. It's just rude to call the police.
You know what, Damian?
You know?
All right, we're gonna end it here.
Okay, at least we can end on a little bit on a joke. That's okay.
Thank you everybody for showing up. This is our live podcast for At Random. If you have any questions or want to give us any feedback, you can email us at randomrl@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, which is At Random with Lori G. You can also follow us on YouTube, which is At Random with Lori G. And you can also follow us on Instagram, which is Lori Lulu 14. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, which is Glamorous Addictions. Tish, I'll give that to you.
All righty.
She's like, I wasn't
everybody,
ready.
I definitely wasn't. But everybody, I want you to go on over to glamourousaddictions.com, where you will find everything related to any and everything glamorous, from handmade skincare and cosmetics to sunglasses, accessories, purses, everything. If it's glamorous, she's got it. And if she doesn't, she'll get it. So go on over to glamourousaddictions.com. Tell them Lori G sent you.
All right. And Davis and Michaela, do you guys have any shout outs?
Not today.
All right, Davis.
You look tired. You're like, I don't want to go through the whole spiel right now.
Thank
so then the answer is no.
So that's a nice way of telling me I look like shit. Your turn.
Okay. That's not what I meant, but okay.
Davis, do you have any shout outs?
Of course I do. So I'm gonna shout out once again my boy Nameling. That's my one of my friends, Nick Timoneri. He's got an album out called Asks Now that came out earlier in January. Lead single Magic 8 Ball. It's got a music video out which you can search on YouTube. That's Nameling, Nameling. Song just recently just hit just over 3K listens, and then another single from that same EP called New Year's Eve just hit 1,000, just a little over 1,000 plays. Go ahead and check it out on Apple Music, Spotify, Bandcamp, and then as well shout out my boys in Orenda. That's Orenda. They just dropped a new single not too long ago called Stained Glass Comfort. It's if you're into more like the heavy rock metal scene, they got some great tracks out there, as well as they do have 2 other EPs that are out there. And then also too, if you guys are into gameplays currently, I do run a Twitch channel myself. That's twitch.tv/thenamdavis. Right now I'm currently doing some Game Boy Advance games. I'm playing right now playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Celebrated Their Duel from 2003, and then we're slowly going to get back into some Super Metroid to get the hype when the new Metroid Dread comes out, which I plan to stream October 8th. Well, not that date, but like right around a little bit days after. I kind of got to get new setup by that time. Other than that, that's all I got.
All right. Well, we're your favorite co-hosts and your favorite host here, signing off for tonight. We hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful week. And don't forget, we have a new audio podcast that will be posted up sometime this week. So you'll be getting a video and an audio. So don't miss out. All right. Have a blessed day, everybody. Say bye.
Well. Follow me on
Bye.
Be well, stay safe, stay hydrated. Good night and goodbye.
See ya.